never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. The destructive nature of man can sustain itself no longer.
A moment of silence to those of my brothers and sisters who are still fighting the good fight on Halo Infinite. A moment of silence to those who still believe in the true enemy, 343. Finally, a moment of silence to those poor fools who believe that Forge alone will restore Halo's greatness.
If you were to tell me 1 year ago that Halo Infinite would inevitably end up in the current state that it's at now, I would honestly believe you. And that's not because I don't believe in the Halo franchise. That's not because I don't believe that it could be relevant in this day and age of gaming. It's simply because of the puppet masters pulling all the strings. I would even go as far to say that I feel like games such as Halo still have a very prominent place in the gaming industry in this day and age of gaming. That perfect small to mid map arena-esque shooter is something that the market, I feel like, is desperately in need of. But we can only do so much and give so much feedback and advice for so long until it just becomes tiresome. And ladies and gentlemen, I am tired. Welcome to why I am done with Halo Infinite. I can't talk about this sober. I'm out of bladder fluid. Well, here we are. They actually did it. 343 Industries has successfully killed the Halo franchise. It didn't have to be this way. You know, I've been trying to make this video for the last week or so, and that's strictly because I didn't know what to say. And that's not because there's nothing to talk about. I cannot process the fact that the game that everybody was talking about, the world would go on halt every time a crumb of information about this game came out last year, has now turned into an echo chamber. It has turned now into a bad memory for many, and for the very few players remaining on the game. They are desperately trying to recapture that magic feeling that Halo once had, the magic feeling that 343 themselves promised would return with Infinite. Between the microtransactions, the desync.
Oh my god, 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 this game is so bad, man.
The lack of content, the live service that isn't so live, and just Microsoft overall seemingly not to care about the Halo title anymore. It's really hard for me to turn this game on and play it. You guys know hops. We all love hops.
You're gonna make me really angry. I'm gonna have to get my controller out. Yep, I'm gonna have to get my controller out.
He is the only reason I played Infinite back in August, and if it wasn't even for him, it would have been even more months beyond that I've played this game. I even uninstalled the game right after we played because I mentally just couldn't handle it anymore. It is just so unacceptable to me how a game of this magnitude, with the studios that were behind it and the budget that was behind it, is still operating the way it is almost an entire year later. So I noticed 343 does not like having their work try to resemble anything that Bungie did, so they will go as far as removing content in their game that lacks content to begin with. I mean, let's just look at all the weapons we've lost.
Hey, but Buggy, we're getting the DMR in the winter update.
Oh wow! You're getting something a whole year later that you should have gotten at launch?
This is the face of the clinically insane. If you see this man, do not engage him.
Wow, glad to see your standards are so high. My neighbor probably thinks I'm clapping mad cheeks over here. I don't remember taking my hat off, but I did. Let's talk about this winter update real quick. The DMR, from what I've seen, isn't even called the DMR anymore. It's called the Bandit. The gameplay that was released a little while ago of the Bandit, it just does not look like it really operates much as a DMR. In fact, this gun is going to look like it's pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I mean, obviously, it's hard to tell when it's not being used in multiplayer, but I don't know. When I think of the DMR, this is not the thing that comes to mind. I mean, I guess with the recoil and the bloom, when you shoot the weapon, it kind of resembles a DMR, but I think if you slap a scope on this, it'll definitely play more as a DMR than it does now. But I mean, I'm open for interpretation, and I'll just have to see how it plays out in multiplayer. The main things people are looking at with this new update is the Forge beta and then the co-op campaign. I was trying to find footage for Forge to showcase my talk points. Found this Halo YouTuber, and he's talking about Forge, and he just looks so dead inside.
Video is going to be the ultimate copium, the ultimate hopium for Halo Infinite. These are 20 leaks for Halo Infinite's Forge mode that you've probably missed.
This video is going to be the ultimate copium, the ultimate hopium of Halo content. Now, 343 has just nailed it and knocked it out of the park, okay? So, we're gonna go ahead and look at these leaks now. So, 343... You're doing good, boss. You're doing good.
Such a fucking brick. Forge is looking really great. I'm kind of hyped for Forge to see how it turns out and everything else. Hopefully they give the community the tools they need in order to make this game thrive. And, you know, Forge is a really good step in the right direction. And I have nothing negative to say about either of those two things. So, you know, well done. Props to 343 for finally getting those out. Arena and Big Team Battle are getting new maps. I think it's like 1 or 2 each. Nothing crazy, but it is still more content, which is still a move in the right direction in my opinion. Everything else on here is like a new piece of equipment for multiplayer, which kind of looks like the bubble shield, and just a bunch of tier battle passes. Oh, and I almost missed. It says custom game browser is finally coming to Infinite in this winter update. Me and Mitchy Major sure had we had an interesting time on custom game browser when it was brought to MCC.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, no! No!
I got murdered!
We were
Finally,
supposed to
I'm
make it through together!
Oh, wait.
This-
I'm alive again.
I would honestly say this is by far the best update Infinite has received, content-wise at least, and I think this should have been placed before Lone Wolves. In my opinion, Lone Wolves is really what hurt the player base as well, because that was such a lackluster, underwhelming experience, and it offered a game mode that is very foreign to Halo, and it's just, I don't know. I saw a lot of negative reception for the Lone Wolves Season 2. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this should have been in Lone Wolf's place, but whatever. This is still better than before. I will give them props for that. What? Why is Buggie not being negative the whole video? I mean, one of the reasons why I am done with Halo Infinite is because of how much this game, for some reason, frowns upon socialization. When you start up the game, your microphone is automatically muted. There is no proximity chat. Your team is automatically muted. I don't understand why they have such a big problem with socialization in Halo, especially when socialization and everything else and game chat and party chat are arguably one of the biggest reasons why Halo is so successful. And I mean, some of the most core memories I have on Halo back on the 360 stem from me playing with my friends and the game chat. All of those things are great for the winter update. I feel like all this was needed at launch. For me personally, it's too little too late. I've already mentally checked out of Halo Infinite. I already have accepted Halo Infinite for what it is, but for everybody else that is continuing to play, I'm happy for you guys at least. And I know the situation has been fixed by 343. And I know it's old news at this point, but something that was just such a slap in the face to me, especially being part of the sniping community, was team snipers. How the fuck did they manage to screw that up? I don't get how a studio could be just so incompetent. No proper ranking system. I know that we have the whole Onyx and everything else that's, you know, that stemmed from Reach, but I miss the 1 through 50 ranking system. I miss when ranks actually meant something in Halo and you could be proud of it. Anybody with a half-functioning brain and 2 fingers on each hand could get an Onyx in this game. The microtransactions, despite all of these updates coming to Halo Infinite, the game still feels very bare bones. I'm sorry, I know that Bonnie Ross leaving was good for the community, and then it came out that her position required 3 people to work it properly, so I don't even understand how that's possible, that they had 1 person working a position that required at least 3. And I know they're changing a bunch of management at 343 and etc., but by the time they get done with all these changes, it is going to be years before we actually see these changes firsthand. Honestly, I think Halo Infinite is doomed. The most I'm going to expect out of this game is little updates like this winter contingency update. But as of anything massive or game-changing, or Halo Infinite's heartbeat is very faint. And no matter how many updates they throw at this game, I feel like it's a done deal. First impressions are so important in the gaming industry. And this goes to show. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I haven't really talked about Halo Infinite and its recent updates and news recently going on, so I wanted to kind of make an update video to that since it's been a couple of months. But I am done with Halo Infinite. I don't see myself playing this game whatsoever. This game just does not tailor to players like me, players that want the core fundamental aspects of Halo. And I just don't subscribe to 343's new vision of the Halo franchise. Now, who knows what the future has in store, but as of right now, my focus is Modern Warfare 2, YouTube videos, Overwatch, etc. And, you know, I'll still be in the Halo community. I'll still make Halo videos. I'll still play MCC, but as far as playing Halo Infinite, I don't see myself doing that anymore. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And my name is Buggie. I'm doing 1 video a week. A video with actual effort and time put into it, much like this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll also see you in streams that are coming up. I don't consider the live streams as videos. So I'm doing 1 video a week and then live streams throughout the week as well. So yeah, with all that being said, my name is Buggie, and I will see you all in the next video or live stream.
I don't even smoke weed, but I feel high when I'm next to you, babe. Used to be my girl, used to be my boo thing. Now I'm telling